त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Chris.
Oh, hello, Chris.
Hello,
Hello,
Ariane.
everyone.
How are you today?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm well. Yes, I'm really going to enjoy this session. It's my favourite thing, doing foot soaks.
Yes. Oh, we can never do too many.
It's good to do it every day. It's the standard cleansing technique or method in Sahaja Yoga, and it's really good to keep it regular. And Shri Mataji said that if you do that regularly every day, half of your problems will be solved.
Yeah, well, it takes away so much of the stress that we picked up during the day.
And we pick up a lot. We've created a world that runs at a relentless pace, and it drags us along with us, and there's also lots of negativity that we can catch if we don't keep inward.
Yeah, so the Footsoak has got this amazing capacity with the salt representing the earth element, isn't it? That absorbs all the negative energies, and then the water just washes it away.
And the fire, because you have a candle as well.
Yeah, and the light as well, yeah.
And the light, yeah. I suppose, and you could say the air and the ether as well, because between the candle and yourself is the air and the ether.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so you're using the elements to clean your subtle system after a busy day or an emotional day, and this helps you to keep in balance and to keep you in the center where so the Kundalini can flow, and you can derive the benefits from your self-realization and your meditations.
Yep, and really enjoy the inner state of calm, because sometimes we get caught into this turmoil that's outside, out in the
Yeah, I suppose people often do. But the Footsoak, the Footsoak is a way of clearing the daily accumulation of, what would you say, negativity or imbalance.
Yep.
And so it could be a balance of the left side where you're feeling that you're threatened, or you're insecure, or you're somebody's undermined you, or some losses come forward, into your emotional being, and you're experiencing it again. Or from the right side where you've overindulged in thinking and planning, and all got caught up in the weren't detached from the speed and pace of your working or life. So those things take you out of the balance, and they're not good for you in the medium to long term. So a daily Footsoak brings you back into the center. And then you can sleep better and can wake up in the morning and have your morning meditation, which is the measure of all things. If that's clear, and you're on a good way to having a great week.
Yeah. So tonight we have so you will have the demonstration again. If anyone has a bucket available, please do bring it to the session with the salt and a little towel or paper towel, whatever works for you. If not, it doesn't matter. If it's also good to watch, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, you can watch this. Thank you for the people that joined us on Zoom, but you could also watch this program
again
on YouTube again. And we'll or last week's program we did also Footsoaking as a theme. So take note, and if you don't have all the materials with you, and join in with the meditation at the end. But it'd be really good if you could try this, and it's really good to try it on a periodic basis. Like, try it for 1 week and you'll notice the difference.
Yeah.
It really makes a lot of difference.
So wherever you are, I believe that there are people joining us from across the world. So it is, for some people it's morning, some people it's afternoon, and for people here in Australia it's evening. So a big hello to everyone, and also that we have a lovely program with 2 small talks from Shri Mataji. One where she talks about silencing the mind and why it's important, because it's like a lake. She describes it as like a still lake, and we can see our reflection better. If it's all agitated, it's not going to be beneficial to get to know the inside, the pure self. And then the second talk, Chris, it's about the different elements for different chakras.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
It was taken out of a question and answer session that Shri Mataji did, obviously a long time back. But yeah, it gives an idea of the role of the elements. The elements are really important in Sahaja Yoga. We rely on the elements to help us clear our subtle. We're made of these elements, but we use the elements as a means of coming to our true selves. And in this Footsoak, we use the earth represented by the salt, which we add to the water. The water is a purifying element, as well as the earth we put into it. And then the fire is a cleansing element. And we could look into that candle.
And then we will have a small meditation, and then a beautiful raga for the it's the Bhupali, which is very, very soothing for the Agya.
To clear this one, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a big problem here.
Yeah, because we might clear, but we may still have a little bit of, a little bit of here clearing as well. So we kind of are trying to give you a little bit of another cleansing with this raga and a little meditation to get you to focus inside. And then we have a natural music, and that's it. That will be for tonight. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So
So
I've
shall
just
we
changed my
start?
cameras, and
Yeah.
so you can see what I'm doing.
Yep. Okay.
So first we'll
Okay, I'll leave you to it. Yeah.
thank you, Ariane. Well, first we'll just do just a quick rundown of the components for Footsoak. So here we have a bucket, which has, for me, it's lukewarm, but if you're feeling emotional, you can have it hotter. But if you're feeling like you had a really busy day, you make it colder. And in that water, you at least 2 tablespoons of salt, which you add into the water. And then for after the foot soak, we have a small tub of fresh water and a towel which you wipe your feet. And after we finish the foot soak, we take this bucket, we put it aside so we're not looking at it, and then later you should dispose of it in a toilet and flush it away, because it carries the negativity that you've accumulated during the day, and you don't want anything to do with that. So we start by raising the Kundalini. Trying one knot, and then we do it a second time. Tie 2 knots, and then third time tie 3 symbolic knots, and then we do a bandhan starting from the left, going across the fontanelle, down again, do the full sweep, and back again. So that's once, and now twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Palm upwards. And now one thing we do is we do a bandhan, so clockwise. So you vibrate the water. Do that 7 times. And then you put your feet in the water. Now the temperature of that water is depending on your state. So if you're feeling emotional, it's warmer. You had a very busy day, it's cooler. So that water's to my ankles. And the first thing we do is to clear the base chakra, the Muladhara chakra. So the way we do this is put both hands to the Mother Earth. Just ask the Mother Earth, which is a very powerful thing. The Mother Earth is. Ask her to give us our innocence, which could have been threatened during the day. Please establish my innocence. You can feel the energy of the Mother Earth. She sucks out the negative energy that takes us away from our core quality, which is innocence. He also reestablishes our humility. And connects us to the divine wisdom. And now we're going to balance the left and the right sympathetic nervous systems. And the first one is the left. So we take the left hand and place the palm upwards on our lap. And keep the right hand pointing to the Mother Earth. We ask the Mother Earth to clear all the imbalances of the left side, our emotional side. So all the imbalances of our emotion, all our lethargy, procrastination, submission to the dominance of others, all our emotional problems that we've accumulated during the day. Mother Earth, please suck them out. My subtle system. When you say that request, which is like a prayer, always give time afterwards. So it acts. Please take out the emotional imbalances on my left side. Right, now take that right hand and place it palm upwards on your right leg. And then take the left hand and point it to the sky with the palm pointing to your left shoulder. So this left hand acts like a chimney, and it takes the heat, mainly coming from the liver here, goes up through here and goes to the air and ether. We ask the air and ether elements to take out all the heat, all the thinking, all the planning, all the busyness, all the domination of others. Which has been the experience of our day today. Please clear my right side of all the heat. All the ego. You can feel that energy flowing up All right, now let's take that left hand and place it on their lap. And now just take your right hand and bring it towards, from the center, from the base chakra, through the center, and just lightly touch the fontanelle. Do this a second time. And the third time with your attention at the Sarasrara. Mother Kundalini, please help me. Keep in the center. Give me balance. Balance between the left and the right sympathetic nervous systems. So your energy flows. And just check your hands, both hands, to see how they balance against each other. See if one's heavier or lighter than the other. And whether you can feel cool in the center of the palms. Or if there's any tingling predominating on one hand or the other. These would indicate you need to do more clearing. So you are one whole. So if you overworked yourself, you don't necessarily feel everything on the right side. Could be your heart, your left heart, if you overworked yourself. One thing you always could say is, Mother, I am the Spirit. Mother, I am the Spirit. I'm more than flesh and bones. I'm the Spirit. And of course, you would always check your fontanelle. Feel the cool above your head. The attention is always inward. If a thought carries you away during the Footsoak, look at the candle. Or if you have a photo of Shri Mataji, at Shri Mataji and just put your attention there. Close your eyes and come back inward. With our decoding of our subtle system, you can do some clearing or say some affirmations. But always clear using your hand in a clockwise manner. If I want to clear my center heart, I'll do it like this, and I would scoop out the negativity that's making me insecure, and I put it into the water. Ten to 15 minutes is enough. If you don't feel better, get another bucket of water and put new salt in there. Right, to finish, we raise the kundalini again. Tie a bandha. And then we use fresh water to wash our feet. First, the first one, put it on your towel. On your towel. And then wipe your feet. Only use the bucket and the towel for this purpose, not for other purposes. And then do a bandhan 7 times on the water. And then put the water aside and don't look into it. Over here. And then to consolidate on the benefits of the Footsoak, which is the standard clearing technique or method, is it's good to meditate. So you're in a cleared state. The measure of your progress in Sahaja Yoga is really the time you spent when you're not thinking. So after Footsoak, use that time to be in meditation. Consolidate your growth by not thinking, which is what meditation is. So by foot soaking, we can keep our balance, maintain our connection, and go deeper in meditation, and then derive all the benefits, all the wonderful, joyous benefits and personal growth that it gives. Thank you. Now we'll go on to listen to some talks of Shri Mataji.
First and foremost thing is to meditate and to raise your kumari. Meditation is the only way you can grow. There's no other way out. Because when you meditate, you are in silence. You are in thoughtless awareness. Then the growth of awareness takes place. Then it opens out. But if you are thinking, supposing there's a lake and the lake is completely in a turmoil, nothing can grow. But supposing it is silent, then lotuses can grow, anything can grow in it. In the same way, if your mind is agitated and your growth is not yet fully expressing itself, then it's such a vicious circle that you are agitated and your growth is hindered. Again, you are agitated, your growth is hindered. So the best way is to take to meditation. When you take to meditation, this turmoil will settle down. And when it will settle down, your growth will take place. After meditation, you will feel definitely that you have come out very well, you have grown very well. But for that, one has to be very honest. You cannot force people to be honest. That's one thing you can't do. You have to be honest to yourself. You are not to be hypocrite. You have to see for yourself that whatever you are doing is for your benevolence, is for your good, and that you have to do it because it is good for you to begin with, and then for the good of the humanity. You are doing for the good of the humanity. It is such a simultaneous thing. It works as soon as you achieve something, it works. When it works, then you are convinced. I'd say it's a very beautiful new chain starts within yourself, and then you really start enjoying your joy of yourself. Now the best is that you all must meditate. You all have to meditate. Only in meditation you are in present and you grow in your spirituality. I've said it many a times, but people just don't do it. About 10 minutes if you can meditate before sleeping, it's of a very great help to you. No doubt. You really grow very fast. Immediately I know this man is meditating the way he has changed. And then once you get used to it, you'll never give it up. It's very simple meditation. Put the feet in the water, a little bit of salt in it, and about 5-10 minutes you must allow vibrations to clear you out. Then wipe your feet, put the water properly into some disposal, and then sit down for meditation. If you can do that every day, even 10 minutes is more than sufficient. You don't have to do anything in an extreme manner.
It's a very good question. See, when you meditate, how do you meditate on different chakras? Say, you have to meditate on Muladhara. Now, you pay attention towards Muladhara. And take the name of Sri Ganesh. Say the mantra. You know there are 4 petals. So that mantra should be every time, should be 4 times should said. 4 into 4 you can say. Pay attention there. Now physically also, say we have a Nabhi chakra. So many of you catch a Nabhi. If you have a liver problem, you can rub a little sugar on your Nabhi. Will be a good idea. Or if you have the left hand side problem of Nabhi, if you rub a little oil or ghee or something, it will be a good idea. And then concentrate on that. Try to put attention onto that, especially the chakras which are not all right. You just pay attention to it and meditate on them. Pay attention to it is the point. If you pay attention with the mantra saying, that's how you can meditate on every chakra. And if two people can do it, is a better idea. Is see, in your back, on your back, if you show the spinal cord, you can see what chakras are bulging out. Other person can tell you these are the portions which are bulging out. So you go on saying the mantras of that chakra, paying attention, and the other person can tell you whether it is all right or not. For every chakra, there is a mantra which you know. Apart from mantra, you must know what thing should be used, which element should be used for which chakra. For example, for using, say, Muladhara chakra, best way to clear out Muladhara chakra is sit on the ground. Is the best way. I've told you how to do the exercise to be able to sit on the ground straight. It's very good idea of asking the Mother Earth to clear out your Muladhara. For example, if you have to clear out, say, your Nabhi, for Nabhi is made out of the water element, and that's why you have to ask the water element to help you. And for Nabhi, water element is the best. If you can use the water element to clear your Nabhi, it will be a very good idea. Like that, every chakra is made from some element as it is. Swadhisthana is made of earth and water. So the sea is the best for Swadhisthana. If you could go to the sea and work out on Swadhisthana, will be the best for you. Any ocean, or you can use salt and water for Swadhisthana, will be very good. Like, then we can say that for the heart chakra is has to do with what you call there आकाश को क्या बोलते हैं? Firmament. With the firmament, this heart chakra is with the, or no, not firmament. आकाश नहीं. It's made out of air. Air is called, हिंदी में क्या है air का? वायु is air. Air, or you call it air as an element, you call the word air, or firmament. Firmament is ether in English, isn't it? So air, you can say air. Air element is for the heart chakra. So for that I have told you how to do breathing. Breathing is the best way of hold your breath before the photograph, or you can take the breath in, deep breathing and releasing it for a longer period, cleaning it. All these exercises are there. Then you see the mantra is of Raksha, is the protection, to ask for the protection, is all with the air. All right. Then we come to this one. Is here is the English में शब्द क्या होगा? आप तेज आकाश आकाश को क्या शब्द है अंग्रेजी में? मस्ट बी फर्मामेंट होगा. What is a firmament in English? Huh? Ether. Firmament is ether. All right. So this is the firmament. Then. See, I've read one translation, but I was not sure. This is the Akash, is the sky. This is the sky here. All right. This is made out of the sky, firmament, and this is made out of the light. Firmament is sky, is it? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh. So this is sky. That's why it is Viratas, this thing. And this is your light. So for Agya Chakra, you have to use the light. For this, you have to use the sky. If your hands put up like this, if you say Allahu Akbar, put both the hands towards the sky. See, like that. There are so many ways of using the sky, watching the sky, looking at the sky. And for this, the sun and the light is to be used. Now, supposing you are suffering from, say, left side problem, is sort of you're possessed or something. Then you can use the sun, you see, because the sun will give you the balance. But if you have the right side problems like ego and all that, you should use the moon. Put left hand towards the moon. But always people do the other way around. Say these dramatic, melodramatic people, you see, all of them will go to the lunar side. They like moonlight. And those who are egoistical will go in the sun and burn themselves out. So other way around it should be. Like that, if you use, you can work it out. All right? You yourself can manage it. So these are different centers which must be cleansed and meditated onto, and or to be dissolved into their own. I mean, if you dissolve them into their own elements, then you get more strength. You see, into that particular body.
So those were beautiful words of Shri Mataji, and now we're just going to go for a little meditation to encapsulate what we learned tonight. So if you are sitting on a chair, you can put both your hands like that. If you are sitting on the floor, you can also leave your hands like that. And we are going to place our attention, as Chris said, we did a little bit of a clearing of the first chakra, but just to get resettled there, if you close your eyes, we're going to go and put our attention. So if you're sitting on the ground, you will, it's exactly where you are touching with the floor. On a chair is where you are touching with a chair. So it's the tailbone. This is where the first chakra is. So here we are asking Mother Kundalini, please let me be connected with my inner wisdom, my innate wisdom. My innocence, my simplicity. My purity. And my humility. In humility, we become more connected with others because we don't think we are better than others. So our motherly Kundalini can help us to be humble. So then we go to the level of the lower abdomen. And here we are in the domain of purity again, because the purity of the first chakra is also in all the chakras, in all the centers. So the second center, which is at the lower abdomen, has to do with purity of knowledge on the left-hand side, pure attention on the right-hand side, and in the center, it's creativity. So motherly energy, please, let me have pure knowledge, pure attention, and let me enjoy pure creativity. So pure creativity and attention go hand in hand together, because when we are we go about in our day, our attentions get caught sometimes to things that are affecting our pure attention. So one way Shri Mataji has guided us to manage our pure attention is to look at nature or at children. Or we can also look at beautiful art or listen to beautiful music. Automatically, then our attention gets purer. So then we can place our hand on the stomach. So this is the center of our satisfaction, of our contentment. So here we can ask Mother Kundalini, let me feel absolute pure contentment within me. Complete satisfaction for whatever I have right now in my life, wherever I am. Let me just feel complete satisfaction. And let me have complete peace within. And then at this level again, but a little bit around this third center, the satisfaction center, we have the master, the void, where we have a center of mastership. So let me have a true connection with the inner guide within me, with my inner master. So I can trust that I can make the right decisions in my life. That I can make wise decisions. And that I can go at a pace that is convenient and beneficial for me, for my ascent. So that I have the right expectations for myself, that whatever I aim to do, it's the right amount of whatever I have to do, something it's manageable for me. So then we place our hand on our heart. Here, motherly energy, let me feel the true essence of my spirit. Let me feel the joy. Let me feel the love that is in my spirit. So when we are again distracted by the mind, we can simply put our hand here. and say simply, Mother, I am the spirit. Mother, I'm not these thoughts, even though they may come and go, but I'm not those thoughts. I'm not those emotions. And I'm not this body. I am the pure spirit. And then we can here place our hand here and just give a little relief here of the guilt we might have felt. Maybe we didn't feel up to the mark for something we felt inadequate. Sometimes it's because of guilt. So we can simply say here, Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. And here, at this level here, is the central part of the fifth center, the center of communication. We call it the Vishuddhi. Here we say, Mother, let me see and watch everything without reacting. And let me feel the community, the collectivity. It is the space that we all share with each other, whether it is with a small group, a bigger group, or the great humanity. We all share the same space at this level here. It's the oneness. And it is also how we communicate. There's a lot of power of love that can be expressed here by simply saying kind things to others. Courtesy, anything that is kind can be said, and we can lift others by simply being kind to others. So let me be sweet and diplomatic and fair with others. And here we are going to put our hand on our forehead. So we simply here say, Mother, I forgive everyone. And I also forgive myself. I let go of grudges. I let go of what could have been and has not been. I simply say, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive everyone, and I also forgive myself. Now we take our hand from the very first center, the Muladhara, the center of our connected with the roots, and we're going to guide our motherly energy to pass through the spinal cord. So our attention now can go in the central channel. So simply by guiding, like Chris did before with the Footsoak, this is why we do it, so that the motherly energy can now come through the central channel so that she can take us to the crown chakra. The Sahasrara chakra is the most beautiful place to be for us meditators, because here we are blessed with the bliss and the peace and the silence of the all-pervading power of divine love. So all motherly energy, please rise and settle here at the crown on top of my head, and let me feel the peace, the bliss, and the silence, the thoughtless state. And then to get a little bit above, we go 10 centimeters or so above the crown of the head. And let's see if we can feel the gentle breeze. That has traveled all the way from the first chakra, from the sacrum bone, and has come through the central channel to be here. You can see if you can feel it with the left hand. And if you have a little bit of thinking still happening, you simply say, not this, or niti, not this. I forgive. And then again, so imagine that you are now focusing on your spinal cord. You're going again from the very first chakra, the second, the third, with your hand, the heart, the Vishuddhi, the Agya here. So you go inside, focusing on the central channel, which is on the spinal cord. And let us feel this beautiful, divine, motherly energy flowing through us, so that we become channels of peace for ourselves and for others. We become channels of love, of compassion, and we get to feel the joy of our spirit. Like waves of joy inside and outside. Music from the Ragavukali. We have this little conclude this short meditation by raising our Kundalini energy, the motherly energy, by placing the left hand in front of us and turning the right hand around. And then doing a knot, one knot for the first time, that's for the first channel. Then we're doing it again with the left hand just being lifted and the right hand working around it to the second channel. And for the third channel, we're doing 3 knots. And by doing the movement around the left hand, we are actually raising again the motherly energy. With 3 knots, it's to help establish the energy at the top of our head. And because we have 7 chakras, we're doing 7 semicircle. So while we're doing that, if we place our attention with the first chakra, then with the second chakra, the Svadhisthana chakra, then we go to the third chakra, the satisfaction, the Nabi. 4th chakra, the heart. Then the 5th at the level of the throat, the Vishuddhi. The 6th center, the Agya, the forgiveness chakra. And the 7th, it's the crown chakra, the integration of all of the other chakras. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this meditation. Thank you. And we are finished now with a actual song called Inner Peace. Peace is felt in our hands. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, this afternoon or this morning, wherever you are. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chris, for your help.
Thank you, Aaron, for just such a beautiful meditation. I felt so much gratitude, forgiveness, and love.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone who have helped, like Mitya. Thank you for your help on the technical side.
Watched over by sentinel night. This land is speaking. This land is awake. blossoms resound with the sacred